Hey my friends, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. So I'm making this video today because I want to talk about this disconnection phase that we're going through during this awakening process and how tough it could be, and I understand. I've talked about this briefly on other videos about this whole disconnection, not wanting to be around certain people and do things anymore or what have you. And I want to just talk about it a little more in detail right now. So, first of all, I'm a Libra, right? I can be very indecisive. And so that indecisiveness sometimes make me question what it is that I'm doing and if it's the right choice when it comes down to disconnecting from people and from certain things. My birthday is October 22nd. I'm on the cusp, the Libra Scorpio cusp, but I'm a full-blown Libra. So I'm indecisive now about petty things, like what I want to eat, what I want to wear. But when it comes down to my relationships, my friendships, my life, and what I need, I'm not indecisive with that. I know what I need in my life. And maybe that's because I've gotten a little older. I don't know. But before this whole awakening, before going through this and before this started, I would hang around certain people and have certain friendships and people that I'd spend time with. And even though they may do certain things I don't like and have certain ways about, they would handle things certain ways and things that, rub me the wrong way, I would still not want to cut them off because the peacemaker side of me wants to not be judgmental and doesn't want to push people away and wants to, just not make people feel like I don't like them. That was a part of me that was kind of like, I just want to be nice, right? And then I start to realize that, if I don't like it, it's like, okay, I'll hang around them once a month since, it bothers me or it takes my energy. I don't feel a certain way hanging around this person. Maybe I'll limit the amount of time I hang with them. I'll do it once a month, maybe. And then I start realizing as time goes by, even with thinking about doing that like annoys me. Like I don't even want to do it then. So then I have to realize that, some people are just not meant to stay in your life. And you just have to distance yourself from some people sometime. Just accept it. It's okay. It doesn't make you a bad person. This is not about you feeling like you're better than them. Because I don't feel like I'm better than anybody. We all have flaws and things that can be worked on, as far as our personality and who we are. So it has nothing to do with that. What it has to do with is some people just don't bring out the best in you. So sometimes you have to disconnect yourself from certain people and certain things, If you can't be yourself, like if I want to talk to certain people, if I want to talk about these Kundalini symptoms and things that I've been going through, they're probably going to laugh at me and think I'm crazy and just be like, she tripping. So why am I going to do that to myself? This is clearly not the type of person I need to be around. It is who it is. If I have to be around you and only listen to what you want to talk about, which I'm not interested in, but I'm just doing it because that's who you are, and then you change the subject if I'm talking about something that you are not into, like, what kind of friendship is that? It's just like it's not beneficial to me or them. We don't bring out the best in each other. That's all that is. So it's not that you're better. It's not that they're better. It's not that you're on a different level. You guys are just not best for each other. You don't bring out the best in each other. The old me was on Facebook scrolling through, liking and commenting on stuff. And then I would go on Instagram and I'd be posting my workout videos and so on and all this stuff. And I started easing more towards Instagram. I didn't feel such great positive energy from Facebook, so it was kind of like it felt better to be on Instagram. And then after a while, it's like I've lost interest in both of them. I've totally lost interest in it. And that's for a reason, and I have to accept that. It is just what it is. There's a lot of things that I have lost interest in, and I just have to accept that that's what it is, It's a part of this disconnection, a part of this phase. And what we have to understand, it is okay for us to do this, Some people aren't meant to stay in your life. Some things that you do aren't meant for you to be continuing to do. It's okay. Going through this change and going through this disconnection is all right. And don't feel bad about it. You know, this what we're going through is very life-changing. And so our body, our mind is going through a lot. We don't need any distractions, and we don't need anything that's going to make us question what we're doing, because we're not doing anything wrong. We're following what our mind is leading us to follow and what's best for us. It is what it is, you know. I know a lot of people have a tougher situation than me. I know you do. I've gone through tougher times than I'm going through now. I was lucky enough to meet my soulmate right before going through this, and he's a pretty much an awake person. Even though he's not going through exactly what I'm going through, he understands. He would look up Kundalini awakening videos and try to find out and help me understand what's going on, you know. But I know a lot of you have people that you're with that's kind of mad at you for what you're going through and for the change that they don't understand and not very supportive. You know, I have my daughter, my oldest, she's like an awake teenager. She's into astrology and tarot. Like, she's into different things. She's not like most kids her age. So it's okay to have the support to even talk to her sometimes. My big sister, my big brother, they're not going through exactly what I'm going through, but I do have a few people to share things with and uplift and you know, lift my energy at certain times. But at times I definitely feel alone because I'm going through some things that they won't understand. My hubby, I don't want to overwhelm him with everything that I'm experiencing. If I come to him about every vision, oh, this happened, it made me feel this way, he's going to feel kind of like he can't really help me. So I don't want to overwhelm him with what I'm going through. So some of this stuff I have to go through on my own. I just have to. I have to figure out some of these things on my own. I can't do that to him or to my daughter or to my sister or to my brother. Just, you know, I got to give these people a break and deal with this on my own. That's just the way it is. But I know with a lot of you, you don't even have someone to talk to just a little bit about anything. You're kind of really on your own, especially when you're with someone who doesn't even understand what you're going through. And so what I want some of you to understand is that some of these relationships have to end for you to continue to grow. You know, some of these friendships have to end, and some of these relationships have to end. They just have to, you know. And you may not want to, because sometimes you're in a relationship and it's like, well, I don't want to leave because who else am I going to be with? I'm going to be alone. I don't just want to end because this person didn't do anything wrong to you, so you don't want to just leave them. But it's not about them doing anything to you. It's okay for a relationship to end without there being some huge blow up or some drama. It's okay to leave a relationship just because you know that this person is not helping you grow and they're just not the right person for you. And some people, you'll just stay in a relationship because you're like, oh, when somebody better come along, then I'll leave. But that's not how it goes. You're not trusting that someone better is going to come along. You're not trusting that the universe is going to send that to you if you're just trying to keep someone in your life just in case no one else comes along. You have to let go, and you have to trust that that person's going to come along and make room for that person. You have to make room for that person in your life. You can't just sit here and hold on to a relationship just because you're afraid of being by yourself for a moment. I did that. I did that in my relationship, in my life before I met my hubby. When I went through a breakup and I was broken up for a couple of years, I did some dating. I dated someone from the past that I thought, okay, we're older now, things will work out. But I just knew this person wasn't right for me. I knew they weren't. And I wasn't about to keep this person here in my life until I met someone else, until the right person came along. I may not have even met the right person. So I had to just let them know, you know, I just don't feel that you're the right person for me. And as hard as that is to do sometimes, I'm not saying you have to do that. Just sometimes you can just let them know that you need to be alone. You're going through some things and you don't want to burden them. And even if they still feel like, you know, oh, I'll stay there, I'll be there with, listen, I need to be alone. I can't be with anybody right now. Sometimes you need the time alone to figure out some things and to go through some things. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need to be alone. Sometimes you need to learn what you done wrong and what you didn't do wrong in your relationships. I know we've been with people in the past that we could totally blame every single thing that went wrong in a relationship on them. But at the end of the day, you picked them. So now you got to take the time to sit back and realize and think, why did you choose to be with this person? Sometimes you've had the signs to let you know that this wasn't the right person for you, and you still chose to stay for whatever reasons. So sometimes you have to look at yourself and realize, what is it in you that caused you to stay in this situation and to pick and choose these certain people. Work on yourself, and then you will be blessed with attracting who you are. When you become that person that you want to be in a relationship with, then you'll get that. But you have to have faith that it's going to come and it's going to happen, and just let go of what's not helping you right now. A lot of people just don't want to let go, and that's what it is. But you have to if you want to grow. So all I'm saying here is that don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to move forward. Don't be afraid to make changes. Don't feel bad about how you are and what you don't want to do anymore. That you feel that way for a reason. That's happening right now in your life for a reason. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right to be alone. It's all right to not want to be around certain people, to let go of certain friendships. Don't feel bad about it. It's the best for you. So I wish everybody the best. I hope this video helps somebody to make those decisions, make the right decisions for themselves. Ask your angels and the universe for guidance in this situation. Ask for them to give you the strength that you need to move forward and to let go of certain things. And when you ask for that and you ask for those signs, don't just sit back and wait for everything to happen. You ask for those signs and you keep your eyes open. You pay attention. That's what you got to do. Pay attention, ask for those signs, and make the moves you need to make. You can't get what you want until you're really ready for it. That's all. So that's it for this video. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.